the Sport Science Club is new to our Department of Health, Sport, Exercise Sciences. The idea first came to mind as I was advising students, speaking with students in classes about ways and opportunities that we could create as faculty and staff for them to get involved and develop professionally. We were really hoping for the best. There are some pretty great opportunities coming up within the next year or so, so we were really hoping that, everything would come together quick, but it came together quicker than we thought. Beyond the opportunity of, or beyond the opportunities that it will create, first we wanted to really prioritize creating a community of individuals that are interested in sports science specifically. And then there are other two great ways that it'll benefit the students. Beyond the community aspect, you have an opportunity to network, not only with your colleagues, but also beyond the university or even beyond our department. Then the other way that it will benefit those students, professional development opportunities. So attending clinics, attending conferences, and presenting at those clinics, conferences, volunteering, and the list goes on. I actually just met with our leadership and thanked them for their great work. We had regular meetings for those that were interested and for our membership. So I think that was a great accomplishment. We also hosted Dr. Blake McLean, who's the Director of Performance Research for the Oklahoma City Thunder. So he joined us via Zoom to meet with our students, share a little bit about his background and his job responsibilities. And several of our students attended the Kansas National Strength Conditioning Association State Clinic. I think that we are going to grow quite a bit in the future. I would love to see us, number one, make sure that we can provide a great community for KU undergraduate and graduate level students. So in that aspect, I could see our undergraduate club expanding to a graduate club, and from there having a presence not only at the university level, but also at the state clinic level, the regional level, and hopefully one day the national level. Sometimes you have a bright idea and you work on that idea and you hope that it materializes and you wonder, is it going to be well received? But I have been pleasantly surprised. I always thank the students, number one, for helping with the idea. So I always tell the students, if there's something that you would like or something that you like to see, let us know, we'll try to help you. But now that the idea has actually materialized, that the students are really interested and they're contributing and they're helping lead the way forwards.
The thing that was really important to me with kind of when creating and being one of the founding members of the club was trying to set that initial foundation and kind of try to start building that culture that'll kind of be passed down from one group of leadership to the next, so that that club is something consistent the whole time that it exists. I was hoping it could become something that is a big community for anyone, both in like the exercise science department and related departments, but also just anyone that has a big interest in sports or fitness, or even like fitness in terms of like medical stuff. So having like a community where you can find people that like share that passion with you, and also a place where you can kind of learn more about applying the stuff that you learn in your classes to a career that involves like sports science, or basically be able to like combine your passion for like sports or fitness with your degree to whatever like career you're going into. A few activities we were involved in. We came in here to the Jayhawk Athletic Performance Lab. We saw just a general tour, and then saw some data collection with track and field athletes. And another thing we were involved with was a Q&A session with a professional from the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think we took a lot of steps in the right direction, especially trying to build that culture. Something I was really happy about near the end that we were able to do is we had a bunch of underclassmen step up into those leadership positions. So that gives like a lot of years for that like consistent growth under like one idea of what this club will be.
Yeah, I just really love sports. There's such a big professional field out there in sports science that you just don't really learn about. You don't hear about it every day. And so just trying to fill my passion for sports and kind of also find where that works into the professional field. It's been a big learning process, learning how to get something going, learning how to lay down the culture of a club, learning how to just create a space for students to flourish. So it's been a learning process, but it's been a lot of fun. Had a lot of great people to help me out, and it's really great to have a community of people working towards a common goal. Right now we're doing a lot of professional development, and it's great to get that experience in the work field, maybe hear from some people that are already in the work field, and really just create a space that KU needed to just allow people to talk about their passion and flourish in knowledge and research and everything related to sport. This first semester we've done a Q&A with our most recent Q&A was with Blake McLean. He's a research and development coach at the Oklahoma City Thunder. And so we just kind of picked his brain, asked him about his day-to-day. He's pretty heavy in the research side of things as well. And a couple other things we've done is just preparing people for just professional development, like setting up LinkedIn, getting resumes ready, working on being able to talk to an interviewer and really just prepare yourself the best to get a job in the field that you want. I mean, it's really as simple as do you love sport, and are you looking to grow that passion? Because yeah, it can just be so hard to really see where that passion goes. I know a lot of people love sport, and for me, I'm a mechanical engineer, so just being really confused as to how I can expand upon this passion, and it's been great to kind of find my rhythm and find all these potential job opportunities that I had no idea even existed, but they're all right up my alley for the overlap between engineering and sport. So I can kind of get the best of both fields, where I can work with athletes, work with people in fitness, but also apply my engineering principles to their movement. Another one that I really like is just the development of exercise equipment or wearable technology. Something you don't think of is just someone has to engineer all these machines and all these wearable devices. And so it's been cool to learn a lot about those things. I'm a lot different than the typical exercise science major, though. So a lot of our members are in exercise science, and so they're finding different passions along the way. For my first couple of years at college, I thought there was something there. I thought there was an overlap, but I was really just struggling to find it, and so I was kind of getting a little down, wondering where I'm gonna look for potential job opportunities. And then I started talking to Dr. Johnson, and we bounced around some ideas with getting this club rolling. And it was kind of just like you said. It was like a switch. It was like a spark, and it just kind of re-energized me. It made me more passionate about what I'm learning in my classes, because I can think about how I'm going to apply that to something that I love. So it was really like revamping that passion that I had at the beginning.
I never thought about starting a club. I mean, obviously it took all four of us, but it's something super special because I think the foundation is always the most important part, and then just to see it grow in the future is one of the coolest things I would be able to see. Just to give some more opportunities to undergraduates. I mean myself, I changed my major 3 times, wasn't sure really what I wanted to do, so kind of gives them an opportunity to realize and figure out what they actually want to do, and maybe go into like, what's it called? Just hands-on experiences where they can get opportunities to figure out what they want to do. I mean, some things we did was like career center stuff, like resume building, personal statements. A lot of times exercise science majors in that realm, you have to go to grad school. So it's always helpful and beneficial for undergrads to know that from the very get-go. And then also we toured the JAPL lab here, which we're in right now, which was a cool opportunity because it's one of the best I know in the University of Kansas. I'd say just a lot of networking for the undergrads, as well as just hands-on experience and experience overall, and just knowledge that they can set themselves apart compared to others at other universities. I think you'll just gain a lot more experiences than if you weren't in the club. I mean, I know future endeavors, we're gonna talk about like the strength and conditioning. There's a huge foundation in Kansas City, so that's something we're looking into. Just a lot of experiences there that you typically wouldn't get if you didn't go to join the club. Hopefully growth, obviously. I mean, right now, whether it was just the time of day, but sometimes we got a lot of people, sometimes we didn't, but just growth overall. But so far, we've heard good things that a lot of people want to join, so.
I feel like it's been an honor, honestly, to be a part of it, because this was our first year and I got to be secretary of the club, and so it just felt really good to get students involved. And I just feel like it's a way for students to also meet some people that are going through similar majors or have similar interests. And so yeah, it was really special to me. I think the main thing that we were hoping to accomplish is bringing students together that have similar interests and then giving them outside resources to kind of develop relationships with other people that might be able to help them in their college experience or as they go out of college into maybe a secondary degree or getting a job, and kind of just understanding different fields in sports science. We did a couple of cool events. We had a resume building kind of meeting, I guess, and had the Career Service Center come in and talk about all the resources that are available to us as students. And then we got to come to the lab to JAPL and get to meet with some of the grad students and learn more about the equipment. And so I think that was a good start for the first semester. I just hope that the club is able to continuing giving students the opportunity to see all the different things that come with sports science, because it's not just one or two things. I mean, there's a variety of things that students can learn from the club and then use that in their future. And so I just hope that it continues to grow and that we keep getting more students involved. I would tell the students that it's a good opportunity to have fun, to meet new people, to collaborate with students that have similar interests, to get to meet people in the outside world. Like we had somebody from the Oklahoma City Thunder that did like a Q&A, which that was really cool, because you don't get those opportunities as much as just not being a part of the club. When you're a part of the club, you get introduced to a lot of new things and a lot of experiences that you would maybe not get to do if you weren't in the club. And it's also pretty flexible and just you get to have fun, so.